Hello, and welcome to our presentation about our full-stack web application called CharityBay. I'm Stephen Walton, and I'm here with Ali Husnan, Jonathan Parrott, and John Parnham. CharityBay is a marketplace where users can buy and sell items with sale proceeds being donated to a charity of the seller's choice. With the steady decline of high street retail, not least in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, we decided to create an online marketplace for charitable goods, enabling anyone to buy and sell an item across the UK from the comfort of their own home. The seller will be able to select a charity from a list provided by us, with the buyer donating the value of the good via the Just Giving web application. Now, let's give you a demonstration on how it all works. The application has been styled to present across different browsers, as well as mobile devices. Today, we will present the mobile version. We've made use of Firebase Authentication to handle user profiles. Upon sign up, we have password validation, as well as a check on the singularity of the username. The login page also provides the user an option to reset their password. By navigating to the home page, I can browse all the items for sale. From here, I can sort by date or price, ordering by ascending or descending. I can also filter by categories by toggling the categories button. Now, I'd like to buy a product, but beforehand, I can check out a little bit more about how it all works by selecting how it works. Here, we have provided information about the site, the buying process, and the charities we support. If I'm happy with that, I can go ahead and make a purchase. I like the look of the dustpan and brush we browsed past earlier, so I'm going to order that. Click through, and then I will be directed to the Just Giving page. Only upon the donation will I be redirected to my dashboard where I can confirm purchase.
If you want to sell an item, you need to log in into the website. Just enter your email address, your password, then click the submit button. Go back to the landing page. Just click sell an item, enter the name of your product, description about the product, select the product category, choose your location, choose your favorite charity, enter the price, select the product image, and just click the submit button. Now you can see your image is successfully uploaded. If you want to delete your image, go to the dashboard, just click for sale button and then click the remove button. Now your image has been deleted. In front end, we use React and React Hook. We use React because we are all familiar with it and it allows us to reuse the React component. As a challenge, we use Firebase Authentication and Material UI. It is a new technology for the whole team. We learned by ourselves using videos and articles. We each learned segment of this new technology, then taught the rest of the team with our knowledge. It was a good technique we were quickly able to implement in a project. Firebase Authentication provides backend services, easy-to-use SDKs, and ready-made UI libraries to authenticate users to your app. For styling of our app, we use Styled Component and Material UI. Styled Component which enable all features of CSS with JavaScript. We use pure React Carousel library which allow multiple pieces of content to occupy a single page. For hosting, we use Netlify because Netlify is free and easy to use. Now I'll hand over to Jonathan, who will talk about the backend tech.
Our backend was built using Node.js and Express to communicate with the PostgreSQL database using Knex. All of this is hosted on Heroku, which we chose because of the ease of use and our familiarity with the platform. For the storage of images, we decided on AWS S3. Although it was a new technology to our group, we opted to use AWS as it offered a scalable and secure solution. One of our main considerations with images was performance, and so the low latency data storage that AWS offers met our needs well. As our data is relational and well structured in nature, we felt that using a PostgreSQL database was the most appropriate choice. In order to send emails to users, we decided to use NodeMailer. The reason for this was twofold. It permitted us to use HTML content, allowing for greater customization, and its use of TLS meant it was secure. The endpoints for our app were fully tested using Supertest and Jest, as these both provided comprehensive assertion libraries. Our backend technology choices reflect the fact that we were trying to strike a balance between learning something new, but also using technologies that the team were familiar with due to the short timeframe of the project. In terms of challenges, although we were confident that our tech would meet the needs of our app, we did run into some difficulties. First of all was image size. When rendering multiple images on our landing page, we found that there could be a long loading time. As site performance was one of our main considerations, we decided to use a package called React Image File Resizer. This drastically cut down on the time it would take for our site's content to load. It simultaneously provided us a neat way to preserve the storage space in our AWS S3 bucket, which would inevitably save cost going forward. We also encountered difficulty when handling payments for items. We were aware of the tax implications for charitable donations, and with the relatively short time we had to build the project, we felt that we should avoid handling payments ourselves if possible. Our solution to this was to use the JustGiving simple domain integration tool, which allowed us to alleviate any risk and redirected users back to our site after making the required donation. Finally, we realized that we had been too ambitious in our initial planning of the application. As this was the first time that all of us had worked on a 4-person, 2-week project, we were unaware of the total amount of work we would be able to complete. A few days into the project, we came to the decision that we would be unable to meet our minimum viable product. As a result, we streamlined this product and prioritized tasks accordingly. I'll now hand over to John.
As we were in a fully remote working environment, we had to utilize, develop and build on our soft skills in order to communicate and collaborate effectively throughout the project. We used a range of technologies to work together through the planning and design phases, through to the developing stage and final deployment of our app. We used agile practices to formulate our goals for the app, develop our user stories, and refine and work towards a minimum viable product within our 2-week timeframe. Throughout the project, regular communication was vital. Each day started with a stand-up on Zoom, where each member of the team gave a brief overview of what they had been working on, what they were going to work on next, and any potential blockers. This helped all members of the team stay up to date on the progress of the project and support each other. To keep track of the tasks we were working on, we used a Trello Board, which utilizes Kanban methods to monitor and manage the status of tasks we needed to complete on the project. The designated lead of each day's stand-up would organize the Trello board according to whether a task was still pending, currently being worked on, or completed. This helped us to identify the status of tasks, organize the priority of different tasks, and ensure that each member of the team knew what they were working on. We used the online design tool Figma to develop a wireframe for each page of our app. This helped us to quickly develop a prototype, make decisions about the design, look and feel of it, and gain a better understanding of what was needed to produce the user experience we wanted to achieve. We worked together in pairs on programming tasks. This helped us to develop skills in articulating and breaking down the requirements of the tasks and problems we were working on, and how to solve them. We also used Git version control to keep track of our work. While creating branches and making pull requests was tricky at first, we soon got the hang of it and found discussing code from pull requests during team meetings to be very beneficial. If we were to further develop CharityBay, we'd look at increasing the functionality of the website to include perhaps a system where users could complete payment on the app, enable users to add ratings and reviews for the items they had purchased, and perhaps look at ways of creating different kinds of users, for example, allowing users to volunteer to deliver items that had been bought and sold on the app.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed surfing CharityBay with us.